The 21st century continues to usher in scientific and technological advancements like smartphones, personalized medicine, green buildings, nutraceuticals, and social networks. These achievements are founded upon science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. However, indicators including international test score comparisons show U.S. students lag behind their peers in most other developed nations. How can the U.S. catch up and remain competitive in an ever-expanding global economy?
STEM education refers to the education of children and future teachers in the areas of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. In our current global environment, these disciplines are going to be more important than ever as regards being successful in the workplace, producing an educated citizenry, and creating success for the United States.
Part of the answer is an innovative approach to the teaching of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or STEM subjects that involve collaboration between pre-kindergarten through 12th grade schools, teacher preparation institutions, and business and industry. The University of Northern Iowa has a 135-year tradition of educating teachers and is one of the nation's leading teacher preparation institutions. UNI has long advocated for a collaborative approach to STEM education in pre-K through 12th grade classrooms.
When we think about preparing teachers so that they can be better math and science teachers, we want to make sure that they have the skills necessary, that they have the equipment necessary, and they know how to break down STEM issues with young children. We have to make sure that the elementary teachers have a good understanding of the skills that they need in order to be successful teachers of science. Because every science person, every person who has a propensity or an understanding of science, they learn it in elementary school. And so we like to say that this sort of science and the math and everything, science education, math education, starts in kindergarten.
The second piece of the puzzle is how to encourage people to become STEM teachers and professionals. One innovative approach is the Iowa Mathematics and Science Education Partnership, or IMSEP. Established in 2008 and headquartered at UNI, IMSEP is a collaboration of Iowa's 3 public universities working in alliance with numerous private and public entities. One of IMSEP's signature programs is the Iowa Teach Math and Science Initiative.
Its goal is to improve math and science in Iowa schools. We're guided by 3 strategies. One is to improve the production of math and science teachers for the state. A second is to help improve the performance of Iowa kids in math and science. And a third is to build collaborative bridges across industry, business. It starts with an exploratory seminar, a no-cost exploration for freshmen entering math and science fields to consider teaching. They qualify for scholarships on a competitive basis. They qualify for internships in area youth agencies, and then we turn them over to the traditional pathways for earning certification to teach math or science.
Inquiry is a more fun approach to teaching. You know, you start with a question and you say why and how and when and where, and then the students become interested and you have them figuring out the answer to a question besides the teacher just telling them the answer.
The third piece of the puzzle blends the responsibility for quality STEM education as a partnership between schools, business, and industry. UNI is a leader in developing STEM partnerships with the private sector. IMSEP's unique real-world externships for teachers program is one example.
Well, Rockwell Collins is an aviation electronics and communication company, and Rockwell Collins has hosted teachers through the Iowa Math and Science Education Partnerships Teacher Externship Program. We've done a lot of hands-on activities for the students to both increase their interest in high-tech fields, engineering, innovation, and those STEM areas. From the business perspective, we feel like we can bring some expertise to the classroom and relate the content to what's going on currently in our business, our industry. We see the value of those teachers, and we can really understand how they want to do the best they can to help understand for their students how to connect what they're learning in the classroom to what they're going to see out in the real world.
A continuing roadblock to U.S. global competitiveness is the shortage of highly qualified STEM teachers. The demand for these educators has never been higher.
There's a critical shortage of STEM teachers. And because of that critical shortage, we have to get people who are interested in math and science. And so we want to work very closely with elementary teachers, making sure that they understand those sort of concepts. Now, if we start with a person in kindergarten who has this sort of mathematical and science propensity, and we begin to nurture that and cultivate that throughout their elementary and their middle and their high school years, then they have this sort of amazing wonder about STEM education. And these are the people that we want to cultivate and move into the science and math fields, and possibly into the science and mathematics teaching fields.
UNI's impact on the future of the quality of education nationally may one day be realized in its call to action, an integrated approach to STEM education in pre-K through 12 schools, preparing more and better prepared STEM teachers and providing integrated professional development for practicing teachers.
We believe that teacher education is a university-wide function. The scientists in my college believe firmly that it's important for their future and for the future of the society that more people become acquainted with science, math, engineering, and technology. So they've accepted very readily the task of helping prepare future teachers in this area. They're very involved in investigative science, providing teachers the opportunity to experience teaching the way we would like them to teach, and to get to experience what it means to be a scientist. We invite the teachers to be part of an investigation into the life sciences, or an investigation into earth science or physical science, so that instead of sitting in a lecture with 200 students learning the kind of science they might need if they're going to become doctors, instead they get to experience the development of science in the same way we'd like them to work on that with children.
Proactively addressing the future of teacher education, UNI, in partnership with Iowa Department of Education, will soon launch the statewide Research and Development School.
The UNI Research and Development School is to focus on transformative research. And so when we talk about transformative research, we're talking about transforming the teachers who are teacher candidates, people who want to become teachers, also transforming the practices of existing teachers. And the way that we're going to try to do that is that we're going to have the Research and Development School as sort of the hub. And if there's an idea that needs to be cultivated or incubated, we would try that idea out at the school.
Addressing today's needs and the needs of the future, the University of Northern Iowa continues its pledge to help people to succeed in the 21st century's increasingly competitive global economy.
Well, the university must take an active role in preparing our future teachers so that they can educate our students in the areas of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So here at the University of Northern Iowa, we take this role very seriously as we prepare our future teachers. When we look at the areas of industry and business, STEM is very important in these areas. And we also are cognizant of the need for America to be able to compete in a global society.
For more information about the University of Northern Iowa, visit its website at www.imuni.net.